We start with 1 hour chart. So I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to my last analysis, since the price was within this one, we may then discuss about the different possibility. And even we mentioned we can look at this one as a correction for one move up. All right. That's why I mentioned if you get any trade based on 1 hour or 15 minutes as a short move flag, we can take the trade for buy. And there was opportunity to look for buy from here. All right. And we mentioned we want to see whether the price can break the previous top. That's why we put that as 72.71. All right. The price tag, then we see the rejection. That's why I mentioned we need to be quite careful with the price tag. There is no continuation. We can expect the price to drop. Now we want to see what's the next. Anyway, we can adjust this one and we put it at this top, which is somewhere around 73.5. Okay. And based on the indicators, we have nothing to discuss. Anyway, we start with the higher time frame. We start the daily chart. As we know, we mentioned with the breakout of the 80, we can expect the price even tag 90 falling by 95. But the only question is whether this is the start of the up move and this one is in relative to any of this, or we can expect the price consolidate here for one more drop and this one turn to a running flat. This is what we have been looking for, because for sure if there is a continuation from here, if it continues a short move and continue like what we get here, we don't need to care about the divergence. But if we see the continuation as a corrective move, mostly we need to care about the divergence. All right. Anyway, we are expecting to get a deeper correction similar to what we have here, either here or at the higher price. That's why we need to be quite careful if we want to look for buy. And if we move to forward chart, first things, the most important things, we need to see the breakout of the previous top. And right now we're looking at the 73.5. This is very important for us because if we see the breakout of the 73.5, the next level we can look for 76. 76 is not really important. The only thing is we need to see the breakout of this soon. Most important, 73.5 following by 76. Why? Because if the price couldn't break, then this one can tend to flat for one more drop as a 3 ways before we get the next move. As I explained, we are expecting to get a deeper correction at the either at the here or higher price, at least in relative to what we have here. All right. And the best thing is if we get one more drop, then we can look for this one running flat, including the internal running flat as a 3 wave. It can give us better confirmation for continuation. Okay. That's why this is what we are more interested to get. And but it does at this point, if we wants to look for continuation, we do one more drop, we need to see the breakout of this one. All right. It doesn't mean the price cannot continue from here. We're talking about the different possibilities. And right now we need to be quite careful because we see the rejection for the to breakout of the previous top. And now we want to see what's the next if we move to 1 hour chart. And again, for those traders, if they still they keep the trade from here, at least move their stop loss to break even, or for anyone, even if they get the trade from here. Now we want to see whether this is a correction relative to this one more drop or not. For sell, if you want to look for sell, for example, at this point, the only way is to put over an entry below this, which I won't suggest it. All right, because I don't think in terms of the risk and reward can give us very good trade. But how about if the price is going to continue from here? If this one turns to flag, we can put a one entry above the top. And with the if the week, then from there we can look for continuation as a short move. And as long as the price tag 73.5, we move our stop loss to break even. Right? This is the only way we can look for trade. Okay. And these are the only things we can discuss. And the most important things, if we want to look for continuation, we need to see the breakout of this correction. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.